Holiday threw a couple of interceptions. This is Toole's second start since September the 8th, of course, starting last weekend against Washington State University. 10 years at Texas Tech, where they threw that ball prolifically. And on second down, Rice-Eccles Stadium will get loud this afternoon. Low snap, get it in at the knees. Flushed out left side. Toole will run. He'll throw it out of bounds. Forced fumbles with 16. They're number 2 in the country. Toole back to pass. Again steps up out of pressure. Finds a man near side open at the 40 of Utah. It's Bobby Rattler, 35-yard line. Pressure off the edge. Toole senses it. Feeds it left side big.
This offense, Blecken comes from a too high look. That's why they threw the bubble screen out there. Open field tackle. He doesn't break down.
And the lone man in the backfield. Toole back to throw. Gathers, steps up near sideline. Looking to the senior, 2-year varsity. Takes the snap. Steps back 3 steps. Flushed out. Rolling out to the 40-yard line. He's going to tuck it and run. And he is wrapped up short of down. 4th and 13. Toole backs, finds a man over the middle, but underthrew. And there were 3 defenders. Touchdown. And a win over Cal last weekend. In the shotgun, he's going to open up, looking for the bundle down the near sideline. And he overthrew 100 yards or more. And then conversely, 0-10 when he doesn't. And the handoff comes to White, scoots left side, big hole, and gets to work now on a 3rd down and 2. Hands off to White, gets a lead block, but a tremendous tackle. Brett Barloni is back to receive for Washington State. This punt drives him back to the 5. He'll get it in, nearly stumbles, and is wrapped up and pushed inside.
6 out of the 7 drives for USC resulted in no score.
Toole is crowded. He is sacked at the 5-yard line, and once again, 3 wide to his right, standing at his own goal line. Toole back in his own end zone, is rushed, squares his shoulders, fires over the middle, and that is short. Number 44, Dave Kruger, who plays on the opposite side of the line. Toole's got to get rid of it, but now he was replaced by Wes Concepcion. Bolin, the punter, gets this one away, and it's end over end, kicks down to the 50-yard line. Charlie Henderson takes it before he is mobbed. Now his 4th start since taking over for John Hayes. He hands off to White, fakes left, moves right, and good group tackling by White.
Experience.
John White, who carried it 315 times last year, number 1 in the country at Gamble Totemale. He escapes the second layer, 10-5 on his feet to the far sideline. Touchdown, Utah. A 40
is feeling very good. He gets outside, breaks the perimeter out there. Logan Mays, the defensive end, doesn't force the ball back in stoppability, but you give him space, and he's got his foot against Utah State a few games ago, but now he's starting to feel it. Nothing wrong with John White, as you could plainly see on that last touchdown.
Christoph Williams and Marcus Wilson down there, both out of the backfield. Dual receivers. And the handoff comes to Winston, working left side. Winston breaks away from the first player. They put trips out wide to his right. Utah stacked up on the front line. He gets a quick little swing pass out. 47 catches on the year. Toole fakes the handoff, rolling left. Good protection, but nothing open downfield. He'll throw it out of bounds. They bring pressure up the middle. Toole quick to react, but this pass at Charles Henderson will receive for Utah. Henderson fair catches at the 30-yard line.
Against UCLA, this one's going to be a big one.
It sure will. A lot of offensive fireworks. John White going to work, trying to turn the edge. He's turned and corralled. And
holding on the offense, number 38.
They bring the H-back in motion. Sets up to the left of Wilson. 5-step trap. Didn't like what he saw, and he threw the ball down. And now for Utah, 20. And a handoff to White. Jump cuts, gets to the left, and again, up a 3rd down now, 19 for Wilson. Sets up, looking to throw, has a man over the middle. It's Denham. Caught the ball, spins away 45. The helmet comes off, and immediately the play.
Wide receiver.
Seven nothing. Handoff comes. Fake handoff. Travis Wilson will run. Wilson scrambling
legs.
Utah lines up 2 by 2. One man in the backfield. Wilson hands off to White. Slants right side and gets inside the. And he has been good this afternoon so far. And he will take it moving left side behind a power formation. 3rd and 3 for Utah. Little fly sweep right side. There's some room. Spinning to the 5-yard line is Drez Anderson. Field for Washington State. He'll play nose up on the center. Wilson will roll as a man wide open coming out of the backfield. Touch.
Max Moala gets lost. Easy play in the flat for a touchdown. And then they kind of used a game last year against Oregon State that was the catalyst. That's what got them on that run where they won 5 of the last 6 games. They're hoping that last week against Cal that does the same.
A precocious football talent. Washington State in pretty good field position for the first time, and they'll give it to Carl Winston, who's showing a 3-man front. Toole fakes a handoff, steps back, looks left, now turns, swivels, fires to his near side.
Walker gets the call.
3rd and 7 for Jeff Toole. Looking to the far side, angling a ball to the sideline, and this is a high spiral that sails down here to the 25. Henderson jitterbug, shakes and shimmies, and finally overwhelmed at a snap against Northern Colorado and rushed for 2 touchdowns in that game. He's a guy that can run and run effectively.
Nice 1-2 punch. It's unfortunate because that really helped out their running game, but now we can expect to see a lot of John White.
Holding on the offense, number 73.
Travis Wilson, the quarterback. Lances down the field, double clutches, finds a man open and sailing down to the 40-yard line. Left tackle. Vita Stevens is the center, snaps it back here, and the handoff is again to White.
In for John White since he's been here.
Murphy goes in motion, lines up on the slot. It's a reverse, and it's handed off to Drez Anderson, who takes it up the middle. Through the 14-0 lead now as we head to the second period of play. White stumbles, regains control of his footing, spins away from tacklers, bounces outside to the edge, and is run out of. So he's up to 80 yards on the afternoon. Wilson, quick pitch, left side, throws a dart out there. That's good
Performance so far. Good play calling by Brian Johnson.
Yeah, Wilson 5 for 7. Reggie Dunn, the man in motion, streaking down near the end zone. Now Wilson's got to take it himself and gets across the 20 yards. 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff to White. Big hole, scoots through 2 tacklers and gets down. Earlier game, a win against BYU because of the injury we talked about. Wilson back, checks down, finds a man open across the middle and down right through that year. Wilson back, hands off as John White on his feet into the end zone, untouched. And
Legal substitution on the defense, 12 players in formation.
Category except one. That's the score.
4 wide receivers for Toole, slants a pass near side and gets a
touchdown. So there's a lot of receivers here that can catch the ball for Mike Leach.
Toole back to throw, and he is swamped and covered. And so it brings up a 3rd and 9. Toole is back. Cranks a pass, intercepted, 40-yard line. Utah with possession of the football. Reggie tops with the pick. Gets it down here to near the 20-yard line. Reggie, 22-yard line. Hands off to big Max Moala. He smothers that ball to his chest and barrels earlier. 26 catches. He leads Utah. Wilson is back and finds that man on cue, Murphy. Oh, he can hit the long ball, too. 398 career home runs. John White. He is head
so successful against Cal.
Williams, the up back. Wilson fakes the handoff, rolls to the 10, gets to the 5, and tried to angle near the backfield is White. Man in motion is Drez Anderson. Wilson will take it on a keeper. And Washington State, field goal attempt. Now, Peterson this year, mixed reviews, 3 of 8. This one sails up.
Utah this year.
Peterson's best kicking is beyond the 40, where he's 3 of 5.
Very difficult to throw the ball when a defense is operating like that.
Well, maybe they get something going off the return. Christoph Williams will take it up the hash, veers out far side, and is upended. Across for Washington State University, and now Mike Leach will try to get his offense going. Trips left. It's a flanker screen out here to.
Feels like he deserves a chance to get the start.
Toole under pressure. Changes field. Good job of coming back to get it. Marquise Wilson. Wilson, the ball down at Utah's 43. And the big man at 20.
Offside, defense number 92.
Card, and something good happens, and something very good happened for Star Lotulelei.
Toole pump fakes, freezes the defense, and looking for the bundle to the far. 3 wides, 2 running backs. Toole back to throw. knocked down. Outstanding pressure. Tackle for a loss of 11. Utah with 4 sacks this afternoon, and flags fly.
Illegal substitution on the offense. There were 12 players in formation for more than 3 seconds.
3 wide to the right. Toole is back. Near sideline, Marquise Wilson tight ropes the sideline and gets down to the 35 before he's bumped the backfield. Or is it DeAndre Caldwell? It's Caldwell. Toole will elect to pass, and the ball is knocked.
It's been happening this year. The offensive line getting hit in the mouth pretty often.
Utah will take over, and they'll keep it on the ground, and they're going to keeping things in front of him. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Wilson. Boy, did he put some mustard on that. There.
Pass interference on the defense. The penalty places the ball at the spot of the foul.
On a first down. Drops back and again fires over the middle. And this one is picked off. Threw it right into coverage. And Washington State finally gets the board before half. Toole drops back up on tiptoes. Finds a man coming across the middle. Complete. And a nice gain for Diamond. Toole again, lofts this one softly to the running back coming out of the backfield. And the crowd here at Utah trying to rally the defense. Toole back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, steps up. Pocket collapse. Toole. 5 sacks on the afternoon for Utah. Toole is back. Flicks a pass here to the near side and guides this one out from 40 or better. And this is 49 yards he's looking at here in this thin air in Salt Lake City, Utah. And he left that one short.
Forcing no points.
Here's the handoff. Shaking to the near side is John White. Coy Wire, what a group in the studio this afternoon. Here's the handoff now as Utah will keep this big.
In a snowy game against Washington State.
Yeah, that was impressive. 3rd and 4, and that's a terrific open field. He'll get enough for a first down, and Wilson continues to move the chains. He slings this one to the...
Illegal substitution on the offense, number 9.
And Brian Johnson really has mixed it up beautifully today. Travis Wilson backs. There's a wobbly ball that's taken by Reggie Dunn. Jukes right, moves left, trying to get to the end. For Utah, the kitchen sink here on 2nd and 5. Wilson settles in. Sidearm ball near side. It's Reggie Dunn again.
From Carpenter.
Wilson steps back. Has a little bit of momentum, but the ball knocked down at the line.
And he's been tremendous.
55 seconds left in the first half. Wilson is back, finds a man across the middle. Big target, Jake Murphy from Alpine, Utah. Wilson again, flicks it left side. This is Denham. Denham curls. He could...
To line up, snaps the ball, easy completion.
Pick up at 10, large chunks of ground. And quickly they play this afternoon. 5 teams in the Pac-12 in the top 25 in the BCS rankings this week. Travis Wilson backs, throws left side. White swing past 10. White 5. White into the end zone. Touchdown. John White is 3rd. And remember, this is a guy that had over... With 21 seconds left in the half, Toole will hand off. It seems to have regained their form. Utah will receive the kick and will start the 3rd quarter with possession. It's Reggie Dunn. Reggie Dunn 30. Reggie Dunn to the 40-yard line. No one ahead. Reggie Dunn 30 to the 20. Will he go? You bet he will. He'll jog into the end zone. 100 yards. Reggie Dunn has done it again. 2 last week, and now he begins this second. Well, if you missed last week's against Cal, they were beauties. Utah's going to go for the 2 in NCAA history in the same season. 2nd in NCAA history to have 3 100-yard kickoffs, but this gives him 4. That is an NCAA record. The 4 kick returns for touchdown, an NCAA record for Reggie Dunn. Congratulations to Dunn.
Field the ball better, and it's paid off.
39-0 Utah. And Washington State goes to work. Close quarters about 10 yards away from the jugs gun. That football was just being fed to him constantly. Nice pass far out to the sideline. By far the best pass Toole has thrown to the back to work for Washington State on a first down at the 35 of the Utes. Man slamming across the middle. Should have been. Toole goes to work. Hard rush. Got rid of it quickly to the near sideline. 3 wides to the right. Toole is back. Looks to the solo man near side. Drifting a pass into the end zone. It as Kaufman. Second down and 10. 4 wide receivers. Toole looking left all the way. Flushed out of the pocket, readjusts, and this one's thrown out of bounds and in. Toole now. Good protection, but flushed, and then sacked from behind.
Outside linebacker. Here you see a great stunt where he loops all the way into the inside, and he has the tenacity to stick with it.
Was done terrific job of this year, getting that ball, stripping it, and now Utah will take over on the turnover and starting to score some points now. Big numbers against Cal last week.
Has tremendous endurance.
Had 189 yards when he put on the snow tires last week, or last year I should say, when the game was against Washington State. Carl Williams is are out with injury for this afternoon's game. Here is Wilson. He'll hand off. This is John White zigzag.
Number 15.
Second and 9. Wilson takes a stab at the 50 and looking on Kevin Calabro here in Salt Lake City. Utah 5 for 7 on third downs. Hard rush. Wilson gets out of the sack, scrambles away from another, and is tripped up and finally home. On to kick is Tom Hackett, the freshman from Melbourne, Australia. He tumbles this one down to the 5. It back checks at the 4, and they are able to down it down there. This is my first birthday. Got the 100-yard return. Pretty good gift right there. Big God's defense has been outstanding. Toole, quick pass right side. Flashing open on the edge at about the 10. Riley will bounce around up there.
Utah.
False start. Offense number 77.
Yeah, you hit it. It's in his own end zone to receive the ball from Tavita Stevens. Backs up, looks, fires down the seam, has a man, but that one over the zone. Charles Henderson waiting at the 50. Oh, and Bolin got off a beauty. Into the thin air here in Salt Lake City, down to the 40. Henderson 45 coming to midfield, try to cut back, but he's wrapped up. And
great game, 80% completion percentage, and has done a nice job moving this offense.
Consecutive start this year. Hands off, and this will be with 2 touchdowns and an interception this afternoon. Takes the snap. Bullet pass left side. That is Luke Matthews, who's able to lean. Dislocation again prompted him to actually end his college football playing career. He's now helping out coaching on the sidelines. I think Connor Halliday in the lineup now at quarterback for Washington State, and immediately dead.
False start. Offense number 55.
Played last year against Utah with what proved to be a lacerated kidney. Boy, Halliday was wrapped up and just sealed Washington State tight. Halliday back to throw, and he's knocked down.
Nice tight coverage in the back end, and so right now is the personality of what we're used to seeing out of a Kyle Whittingham defense.
That was a 6th sack, leading to the necessity of the punt for what? Running both sides of the football. John Hayes is in the lineup now, the quarterback. Whittingham says the biggest problem we've had in the transition from Mountain West to the Pac-12 is depth. You don't have as much depth typically as a lot of these clubs. Here's the ball loose. We'll be here at home against Arizona, and then we'll end the year at Colorado. Colorado beat them here in Salt Lake City last year in the final game of the year.
Right now for the Pac-12.
Tyler Halliday will roll out and throws a jump.
A stiff test. Monty Kiffman knows a thing or two about defense, and it's going to be fun to watch later on tonight.
Halliday throws to the experience for Oregon's about a year and a half. That's a young ball club, lest we forget. Here's Toole throwing. I'm sorry, that's Halliday in the lineup now. Throwing. Washington State on the 3rd down conversion. Previously was 0 for 10. Quick pass right side. Connor Halliday at the controls now for Washington State. Got rid of it quickly, nearly intercepted. Yeah.
This is a step back for Mike Leach and his offense.
Yeah, 2-6 on the year, 0-5 in conference. And Washington State hasn't been to a bowl now in 8 consecutive years. Here's a pass lofted up but incomplete, broken up. Utah to receive to start this 4th quarter. Charles Henderson has been active today. Henderson will elect to catch it in traffic and is in the play after The punt reception by Charles Henderson. Travis Long was with
quarterback, but he battled through a lot of different adversity. He came back from behind in that Sun Bowl against Georgia Tech. He had a complete offseason this year, which really helped.
Going on the road next week to Washington. Hayes fakes the handoff, rolling out, naked boot, throws complete down to the 40-yard line.
He had a great relationship and chemistry with Jordan Wynn, but he just hasn't been able to develop the same consistency with Wilson. Washington State Cougars having a hard time tackling anybody.
Williams again bouncing out to the far side. And a good one.
But when he gets healthy, both he and John White are very difficult to stop as a 1-2 combination.
Here comes Dunn coming around the end to get it. Jitterbugs his way to the 10-yard line before he spun around. Again, brings Reggie in motion. The handoff to Dunn. Right side, try to cut back. Leaps over a tackler, avoids two, and then got mowed down at the 2nd and goal for Hayes. Inside handoff, that's York tripping across the long gone out of this lineup now. And instead, they will give it to the first man through and up to about the 23-yarder. Snap the hold, the kick is up. And the kick is good. Oregon State, some beauties there. Washington State has not been to a bowl in 8 consecutive years, and with a loss.
Because quite frankly, they have not been tested. And any team that has gotten in their way, they've just manhandled and destroyed. And so I can't wait to watch that game tonight.
Holiday throws this one up for grabs, and it's batted down by his own receiver.
Landscape, you know the Trojans are going to be fired up for senior night in the Coliseum.
Well, and just November, you couldn't ask if you're the Pac-12. It's going to be cool to see who ends up, how that ends up shaking out.
Jeff Norwood will take it at the National League with 386 yards in total offense. What a year it has been for the state. Boy, is he having a great year, and Jim Moore has done a terrific job down there. 2 first-year coaches in the Pac-12.
To stopping that offense, if they could find a way to play some defense, boy, Arizona would be awfully dangerous. But of course, you got to be a complete football.
Colorado.
And not only that, but coming off some serious momentum. Last week, put it together.
And this afternoon, White is elected 101. And he has been the story along with Reggie Dunn with his 100-yard kickoff return. Hey, look at him unload! Wow, what a cannon! Schultz, he sprints up to that line of scrimmage. Give me the leather. I'm going to hand off. Let's see it outside. Bouncing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Utah. Lucky Radley.
Back in San Francisco.
Oh, boy. Savvy bunch. Jeff Toole throws out left side. Upsetting number 19, Stanford, losing 24-17. Leach said we played well on both sides of the football. We came together, and then today they have just been hammered.
Not just moving the offense down the field. Well, today was a step back. This defense is for real. Any struggles that they've had early in the year, they
brought this team with 3 interceptions. Brian Blecken was suspended by the club for breaking rules for the first 3 games of the year, and he is rounding.
They got after a pretty soft Cal offensive line, and here today they've done the same thing against Washington State. Made it very.
And then at Arizona State, and they'll play the Apple Cup in Pullman this year against Washington.
Arizona and USC with all those points and all of those yards.
Ted Robinson, Glenn Parker on hand with Ryan Neese on the board while Utah is trying to hold a Pac-12 opponent scoreless for the first time. They flush out. Tua will have to run, and he. Tua backs and finds a man over the middle, complete to the Cougars. Get into the end zone, now officially in the red zone. Tua back to throw, over the middle, complete. And that's down at about the 11-yard line. Clock continues to roll. Washington State now with 11. Timeout called on the field.
There's a lot on the line right here on this play, Kevin, for both teams.
Back to start for the teams this year. Here we go now. Washington State a chance to put something on the board, and they throw it out of the end zone, but they use it. Jeff Toole sizes up the defense, drops, looks for a man in the end zone, goes off the back of defender and incomplete.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 46. That penalty.
These guys play a little bit.
Why? Because he's 19 years old. Here's a pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State University. As the game comes to a close, they put one on the board, Adam, and a beautifully thrown.